Hello, welcome to my channel WWE Pulse.
You know, there is always that one thing that happens every single week on Monday Night Raw or Friday nights before the show even begins. We get a quick recap of the last few weeks and what is at stake for tonight's show. And it's usually some sort of championship match. Then the signature line appears. Then, now, forever, together. And then the bell rings to officially kick off the show. Well, this sequence of events has become known as the Cold Open. Specifically, the Cold Open. But why are they so important? Why does WWE use them? And how do they compare to other wrestling promotions? Well, today we're going to be answering all of those questions and more. And as always, if you feel like joining me on this journey through nostalgia and professional wrestling, just hit that subscribe button so you can join the family. Now, before we begin, I want to address the elephant in the room. This particular Cold Open was used for the March 29th episode of Raw. It was the episode where the New Day defended their WWE Raw Tag Team Championships against the makeshift team of Sheamus and Ridge Holland. New Day would end up winning that match and retaining their championships. But that isn't the point of this video. The reason I mention this particular Cold Open is because it exemplifies all the traits that make a great Cold Open. For starters, many WWE shows start with a video package. It recaps the main storyline in a dramatic, movie-like style. In this case, it's about a New Day defending their titles. It establishes what is at stake, and it gives the audience a reminder as to why they should care about the match. Not only that, but it reminds us of the personal stakes each wrestler has in the outcome of the match. In Xavier Woods' case, it's about continuing his legacy as a champion in the ring. For Kofi Kingston, it's about overcoming outside forces that are working against him. And for Big E, well, it's about coming back from injury and helping his brothers overcome whatever obstacle they need help with. Not only that, but video packages have been around since the beginning of professional wrestling. And they've even used by every major promotion in wrestling history. They were commonly used in world-class championship wrestling and Jim Crockett. Promotions to hype up upcoming matches for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. In fact, WCW actually took this concept and ran with it when they started their Saturday morning children's show called World Wrestling, which was basically just a collection of video packages recapping various feuds and rivalries throughout the week. But perhaps the best example of the video package can be found during the golden era of wrestling, specifically during the 1980s. Back then, the WWF, later known as the WW, would air specials and events that fell outside of the typical Saturday morning cartoon time slots. These shows featured storylines designed to appeal to an older audience. On these shows, the heels would often berate and harass. They'd trash-talking them and cutting promos about how they were gone. Beat them the next time they stepped foot inside the squared circle. Their next time would often be teased at the end of the special or at the end of a segment. At the end of the segment, the WWF would play a video package hyping up the upcoming event, reminding the audience who the bad guys were and what they had done to frustrate the good guys. It set the stage for the next show and got the viewer hyped for the next chapter in the ongoing story. And that's the whole point of the Cold Open. It's supposed to get the viewers hyped. It's supposed to remind them why they should care about the wrestlers inside the ring, and it's supposed to set the stage for the show. In Money Waltz, the cold open serves as the mission statement for the show. For example, if Brock Lesnar is challenging Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, the cold open will remind us of how dominant Reigns has been as champion, how he has managed to stay undefeated, and how Brock Lesnar is looking to finally end his title reign. It sets the stage for the show and lets us know what to expect. If there's any doubt about what's happening on a particular episode of Raw, all you have to do is look at the cold open to get a better idea of what the show is about. And let's not forget about the iconic then, now, forever, together tagline. That tagline was used during the Ruthless Aggression era, and it signified a new direction for WWE programming. We wanted to move away from the cartoonish characters and slapstick comedy of the Attitude Era and embrace a more realistic and hard-hitting style of wrestling. The then, now, forever. Together tagline represented that shift in WWE's direction and became an iconic part of the cold open. It symbolized a new era of WWE and signaled the arrival of a new generation of superstars. To serve the then now, forever. Together tagline also served to connect to the past, present, and future of WWE. The then referred to the rich history of professional wrestling. The now represented the current state of the company, and the forever signified the longevity of the WWE brand. The tagline encapsulated the essence of WWE's brand and became synonymous with the company. It was a way to pay homage to the legends of the past, while showcasing the current stars and hyping up future events, in addition to being a great way to hype up future events. The then, now, forever. Together tagline also served as a call to action for fans to engage with the brand. It encouraged fans to tune in each week and see how the stories of the past, present, and future would unfold. The tagline was a way for WWE to connect with its audience and build a sense of community among fans. Ultimately, the then, now, forever. Together tagline became an iconic part of WWE's cold opens and helped to solidify the company's place in pop culture. It was a clever and effective way to connect the past, present, and future of the WWE brand and engage with fans. However, the cold open doesn't always have to involve a video package. Sometimes it can be a live segment featuring the wrestlers who are competing later in the night. The purpose of this type of cold open is the same as the video package, to hype up the match and remind the audience why they should care about the outcome. However, the live segment allows for more interaction between the wrestlers and gives the audience a chance to see them in action before the match. This type of cold open is more common in Japan, where wrestling shows often feature a short match, a segment before the main event. This allows the audience to see the wrestlers warm up and get a preview of what to expect later in the night. No matter what form the cold open takes, whether it's a video package or a live segment, it serves an important function in professional wrestling. It's a way to hype up the upcoming match, remind the audience why they should care about the outcome, and set the stage for this show. The cold open is an important part of the wrestling experience, and it is something that fans look forward to each week. And while the cold open may not be as prevalent in other wrestling promotions, as it is in WWE. It still serves an important function in setting the stage for the show and hyping up the audience for what has to come. Other promotions may use different techniques to accomplish the same goal, such as having a ring, announcer introduce the wrestlers, or having the wrestlers make their way to the ring. Well, highlights of their previous matches are shown on the Jumbotron. But ultimately, the goal is the same, to get the audience excited for the show and ready to cheer on their favorite wrestlers. So, what do you think? How do you feel about the cold open? Do you think it is an effective way to hype up a show, or do you find it annoying? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my videos.